you've been in the industry a long time. Did you ever run across or hang out with Fat Joe?
Yeah. And I was at the New York video shoot. He did the What's Love. I was there when, Ashanti was doing the hook and they was getting ready to rush it over to him. You know what I mean? I seen, I've run in Fat Joe a lot of times, you know what I mean? I'm disappointed in Fat Joe recently, you know what I mean?
Why you say that?
Well, it ain't even recently.
Is
I'm
that
still
from
a,
when he dissed Irv
I'm still
from
that.
a few
He
years
did
ago?
that. He called Irv a sucker one time. You know what I mean? But when Irv delivered that record for him, he displayed some form of unity. You know what I mean? He called Vita and Little Mo crackheads at the verses with
Oh, he
Ja
did.
and
He
him.
he
You know what I
apologized
mean?
for that though,
Yeah,
didn't he?
I don't know
No.
if he apologized.
Oh, so
I
for
think, you
everybody
know what I
listening,
mean?
uh,
Apologize is
maybe he didn't. I
the
just thought he did.
apologize wasn't as loud as what that was said. So between that and what he said about, you know what I mean, Irv, I've been disappointed. Now, Irv, I know probably forgave or whatever, or I don't know if they talked before he passed, but me personally, I'm disappointed in how he talked to my sisters. I'm disappointed how he spoke of my brother, knowing how they felt about him. You know what I mean? That's unnecessary for you to speak about people that got love for you like that. If you got your personal opinion and you feel somebody is your friend or you got a relationship with somebody, your comment on how you speak to them in public should be with certain level. You know what I mean? There's certain things you can keep in private if you feel that way. Talk to them direct. That's honor. You know what I mean? That's integrity. Like I said, people get on this Instagram and they get on this online and these social medias and they lose their integrity and their honorability. You know what I mean?
So for everybody listening, if they don't know the story, Irv Gotti came out and told his story about Ashanti, hooking up with Ashanti and how they had I don't know if it was a relationship or they were just hooking up. And a lot of people were upset about it. They felt that, it was old and he should have been talking about it. And Fat Joe didn't like it, called Irv Gotti a sucker. And that was kind of divided their friendship from there.
Yeah, and Shanti is like I got mad love for Ashanti. She shows me nothing but love every time I see her. You know what I mean? It's nothing but love. Shout out to Ashanti and the family, her and Nelly. You know what I mean? I wish them nothing but love, success, and prosperity, health and wealth, right? So I'm not happy sometimes the way things transpire between Irv and Ashanti, but I would never get on line and disrespect my sister. I would tell him personally, like, yo, listen, you can't. I had talks with Irv, me personally about Ashanti, like, yo, you said this and that was crazy. You know what I mean? I done talked to Irv personally myself and said something to him, like, nigga, you said this and that was crazy for you to say that. And he looked at me, you know what I mean? So if he got an issue with Irv, same thing. If you got a relationship, then you need to holler at him. You don't need to express yourself in a disrespectful way on the internet or in public. If that's how you feel, if you got respect for a nigga, then that's your personal opinion. You share that with him directly. You don't get on the internet and share that with the world. You know what I mean? Nah. That's just my personal opinion because that's how I deal with shit. Because I deal with integrity. I deal with respect. I don't forget what someone did for me. If you gave me a hit record and all that, I don't owe you my life. I ain't gonna feel like 50, like, yo, nigga, you need to die for me and sell me your soul. But it should be some certain level of respect there. I didn't see that with Joe, and that was disappointing.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.